Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Dope Talk Podcast, where the talk is always real. I'm Jayla.
Yeah, and I'm Monch.
Yes, today we are with Chicago-based entrepreneur who is a pioneer in the urban retail and streetwear scene in Chicago, the one and only Dave Jeff.
Look. What's up, y'all? What's up?
What's up? But to kick off the conversation, I want to talk about fly.
Yep.
So it's like your slogan, catchphrase, but not FLY. It's PHLI.
PHLI is just backwards. It's really backwards for I love Hyde Park. So I love Hyde Park. I love helping people.
Yeah. Did my homework.
Illinois holding paper.
Okay,
I
so got a lot of acronyms.
I love hemp plants. Whatever. I mean, just it's whatever's fly to you. You know what I'm saying?
I love hemp plants.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I kind of like it too. I kind of like it too.
Whatever you want it to be.
Right. Whatever you want to be. Yeah. And everybody at some point wants to be fly. Cool, and fly is whatever's cool to you.
Yeah.
Whatever you deem. You know what I'm saying?
And why is Hyde Park so essential, to that name?
Well, born and raised. It came to life just from me traveling and doing a lot of stuff in the culture. Like I used to be this dancer. I used to be part of a crew called Dim Dare. Right, so that's
Dim Dare.
Dim Dare. We can do a whole show on Dim Dare. Like Dim Dare started a lot of.
Doing like breakdancing and stuff like that, or what?
Yeah, I mean breaking and everything. Yeah. I mean break just that culture. You got to think about I'm older than I probably look.
Right.
In that, and so Chicago was different. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop was different. The club scene now was definitely not the club scene then. You know what I'm saying? So the Dim Dare, the Darians, was composed of Twilight Tone. If y'all know who Twilight Tone is, a dope DJ, super producer. Twilight Tone was Common's DJ at the time and produced a lot of dope stuff around. So I was Common's little bro. I mean, Twilight Tone's little bro. Okay. And so since Tone was with Common, with that, so I'm there at the beginning of Common's career. Like I'm actually on the cover of the Can I Borrow a Dollar, like I have on the Malcolm X hat. Right, if you check that out, and you see the X hat on there, so I'm on the cover of that. So I've just been around since then,
right?
With the culture of hip hop, with the culture of fashion and everything, and being able to travel and do those things like that. Everybody was always screaming Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I'm like, shit, Hyde Park is
right. Nothing
Hyde
like
Park,
Chicago.
South Side by the lake. I mean, because Hyde Park is Brooklynish. But we just got water, you know what I'm saying? And when we hang out, we actually hang out on the water. I think people forget that the lake is actually kind of like cool, but then it's funny how my daughter or my young niece and everything at one point thought like the lake was the ocean. I'm like, no,
that's crazy.
It's a lake. It's a lake.
Sweetheart.
But so that's what it was, and that was just me screaming louder than Brooklyn. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
right.
Hyde Park, Chicago. And that's where that came from.
So you was in a dance group and during
not a dance group, a crew.
Crew
that happened to dance.
Get it right.
She's like dance group.
You was in a crew back in the day.
The Ocha freestyle. Right.
But just being involved in that urban scene back in Chicago. I mean back then in Chicago. How was that an influence for you to get into was that an influence for you to get into sneakers, fashion?
Oh yeah, I mean, one, always into sneakers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Always into sneakers. Couldn't really afford all of the sneakers. That's not really just my story. It was just like when the Jordans came out at the time, I was able to get them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I might have had to do chores and do extra shit or whatever and stuff like that. But my mom, blessed to be able to get them, and that thing. So the love of sneakers, but that's always been there, right. and that's just how I've always gotten dressed, from the feet up.
Right. Yeah, you was fly.
Right, fly all day.
I think I'm still doing that.
Right, from the feet up. So that was just. the love of that, the love of fashion. I mean, and things like that just kind of go. I gotta give that to my mom. Like rest in peace, Kim Jeff. She was just always into that, into culture, to black art, black designers, things like that. Like I can remember just my mother did billing and coding at Northwestern Memorial Hospital, right? So that's where we spent the weekends. We'd come down to Northwestern. Go to Geno's East, did pizza. Go to Water Tower when Water Tower was cracking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Cause that thing is empty now.
Oak Street has always been Oak Street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like higher end brands and
Right.
things like that or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, it's a true thing to, if you have a vision, you can dream. You know what I'm saying? And so I just definitely give that to my mom for trying to just put me in all those right places to be able to see bigger and everything.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my mom had me doing pottery and shit. I was doing pottery.
That's
you know what
what's
I'm
up,
saying? At a young age or whatever. But once again, just that creativity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's that.
You continue to tap into it. When you decided to actually create like the brand, right? So
When was that? What year?
Say when?
Yeah.
This is like early 2000s. Like my inspiration, real talk. I don't know if y'all know who DJ Mustafa Rocks is, right? DJ Mustafa Rocks is family. He's from here. He's from New York, but he's lived here for a long time. He had a brand called Brother Man, right? Martin used to wear it all the time on Martin. The hats and everything, whatever.
Yeah.
And so that whole thing just kind of inspired me. Like, I know that's my man. You know, it's my man stuff, whatever. So once again, the vision to be able to see big picture. You know what I'm saying?
Actually see it on the screen.
To actually
on the
see
TV
it, right,
screen.
right. And so Brother Man was one thing, but then he had this brand. He started this brand called Afro. And so Afro was dope. And Afro, we were able to kind of, because I knew him, kind of customize some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get this patch, make it blue and white, because I'm gonna go with these blue and white highs. You know what I'm saying? Then boom, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So this was like MC Dave. This was when Dave Jeff was a rapper. Type thing, whatever. So this is me just being fresh for shows and, you know what I'm saying, showmanship and things like that. But that was kind of like hands-on, getting into it and inspired to do it. What started Fly at the end of the day was, long story short, me working at this store called Halftime, right? Halftime was on 79th and Western. So Halftime kicked off a whole bunch of shit, of culture shit in the city. So this is high-priced Air Force Ones, because my man who owned Halftime at the time, a Queens cat, came here or whatever. He had family from out west, opened a store or whatever, but was into fly shit, street shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where he got dressed all the time. Nike wouldn't give us an account on 79th and Western.
Oh, wow.
So what he did is flew to Japan and spent probably about 60, 70K at Atmos, right? Y'all know what Atmos is. Atmos is like a real high-end sneaker boutique or whatever. They have one in New York. They had one in New York. I don't know if it's still there on 125th, but like the original one is Japan. And so he just, all that the shit that people sought after, the original Linen and Atmosphere. That's the khaki and pink then. You know what I'm saying?
So he went out there and picked all that up?
Picked up all this stuff. and so we
brought it back.
And so we had this on the wall. So it was a game of wholesale and retail there, because if it was $75, $80 there, it was definitely $150 on our wall. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what we paid for on that thing. And I think that kicked off a lot of stuff sneaker-wise, and people spending this money on these Air Force Ones that don't exist. You know what I'm saying? That, well, not that they didn't exist, that weren't your run-of-the-mill joints that you can go get at Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying?
Go somewhere else to get those.
You have to go somewhere and get that shit. But then like jerseys, when the jersey shit was on,
Mitchell and Ness,
you got New Eras. We had all of this stuff in the store, and so that just kicked off a lot of that. I say that to say, Fila at the time was trying to do like this new urban initiative type thing. So the president of Fila actually came to see the store, or was doing a market travel or whatever, and brought gifts to the store, brought gifts to the sales team. So he brought this big ass book, like this oversized book of a lot of dope hip hop photography, whatever, right? And so I had that picture of Biggie Nkuji counting the money. Yeah. Everybody's seen it.
Right.
Like it's at Target now. You know what I'm saying? But Biggie Nkuji, Slick Rick in like this dope seersucker suit, all his jewelry on, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Tupac in camo, you know, Tupac was he has on camo. I think it's the thing where he spit on somebody or was spit at the thing, but he has on camo and he's actually throwing up a 5, so it looked like a gangbang, in it. I took those pictures, and those pictures were the original fly shirts. So this is where I branded the brand. Biggie was real fly. So that picture of Biggie, whatever, did it and just had the logo created or whatever, and it just had real fly. Slick Rick was super fly, right? Just that's what he was looking, and then Tupac was just a fly thug,
right?
That's what that looked like. And so camo. If anybody tell you like what is a fly aesthetic, it's definitely camo and Jordans, camo and black tees or whatever. Hence what I have on different versions of it now in that. And so that's where it started from. And so this was like early on heat transfer, heat press type thing, right? So it was just like you got with the graphic guy, put the logo shit on it or whatever. Got with this guy, he printed the thing out, and then got with another guy and did the heat press or whatever. Boom. But like connected with this one gentleman like from DC that put me on these dope T-shirts, Lux tees. Lux came out. What was out more recent because there was DTLR had them or whatever, but I'm saying back then
DTLR was nowhere.
This was a thick ass shirt. The neck was extra tight or whatever. It was heavy. Like, and it's crazy because people make jokes now that they still have some of those tees. If they have those tees, like the image might be messed up.
But the tee's still good.
That tee's still there. That's how dope that tee was. Lux tee, I need some money on that because you know, like a plug on that. But yeah, so did that, and so this was that was the culmination of like a dope product right there. It was the dope image, the dope tee, or whatever. Like I was literally charging probably $40-$50 for a tee. That was kind of the thing. This is 2002. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just where it all started. Then, the process of doing it, of actually taking a picture, right, and then being able to put the picture on a shirt or whatever like this, I'm like, let me look through my closet, like, okay, boom, I'm gonna put these shoes on here. So I'm gonna put these shoes on my shirt because I'm gonna wear the shoes anyway.
Right.
So I'm gonna take a picture.
This is my fit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of the shoes. So it just went through that. Like, shout out to my man Punch. Punch was my right hand in that, and just there with me in that kind of early steps of this kind of curating the images. So it's an image that I get paid for right now still that I call Box Game. It was a picture of my shoe boxes, them orange Nike boxes, with my handwriting on it, white Air Force One, linen in atmosphere, Valentine.
So just writing what they
writing
were.
the name on the box, but on the box, but it was just a stack of shoe boxes.
Right.
Wasn't nobody putting shoes on shirts.
Yeah. And it's crazy because
I'm just saying.
No one thought to do that.
Like,
as you show me, I remember buying some shirts.
Show me. I'm just saying.
Got shoe boxes.
Show me when and where they was doing that before then.
Right. Okay.
I'll wait.
I got you.
Look. I wait. I'm just saying, if we go back there, so that's what kicked off the brand, right?
Gotcha.
What kicked off that, my brother, my man with the space, his past kind of caught up to him. He had to go on a vacation.
Right.
On vacation. He went on his vacation, and so the store was kind of left to me. Now, if you businessman, businesswoman, we all know, like, man, if you don't have the capital to do what do, like I wasn't him, I managed the store and everything. So what I did was, hustle mentality too, like liquidated everything in the store, did what I can control. Instead of having these net 30s and all these other things like this. So the store kind of became a fly store, and in a sense, all fly stuff were little things that we
Because
could
that's
sell.
all you could- they
Because
would
that's all
bring
that
it.
I could bring.
Bring
You know what I'm
thing,
saying?
right.
Opposed to paying this invoice from Free
Right.
Live, paying this invoice from
Right.
this, that, and the other, or academics and all
And
these
they
other
give you what,
things.
net 30s on those. You got to pay that.
All that. So
Yeah.
things that we didn't have,
Right.
anything, because it was kind of abruptly when he went on his
Yeah.
vacation. That whole point. So long story short, after that, I sold the lease to the store. Right, sold the lease to the store. So probably had about $40-$50 in hand. Held on to that, and then I opened the fly store.
Okay.
And so the fly store, the first fly store was in Harper's Court. On 52nd and Harper. So if you go to Hyde Park right now, Harper is a through street. Harper used to be a court. You couldn't go through it at this time. Like actually, is a parking lot where my store was. And so a gentleman of mine that lived on my block basically had the store as a kind of like a pet project for his wife. His wife was trying to start a boutique.
Okay.
But it was dope, like artist loft type thing. It was upstairs, downstairs. So I just took over the upstairs, right?
Okay.
And then they didn't really take care of the downstairs, so I ended up just taking
whole
taking
thing.
over the whole
Right.
thing, and this was known as the Fly Store. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
And then these were the first fly block parties and things like that, and then that's just where it just took off from there. Took off from there. Yep.
So when you first opened, it was like it ran smoothly.
No.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything, just like anything.
Trial and error.
I mean,
Keep going through
it's trial and error. The smoother parts were now that I guess I was in a better location geographically in Chicago, whatever.
Yeah.
Nike actually came to me.
Okay.
And this was a thing of being like the first sneaker boutique
Right.
type energy in Chicago or whatever. And so a lot of things kind of came through the door that wouldn't normally come through the door just because me being in that position. And then the team, the Nike team at the time, like shout out to my dog, OG, his name is Larry Harper. Larry Harper was for the shits. He was for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He literally was in Chicago. Was about CPS. He was about the community type stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
He was definitely about me as a black man, a young black man, a younger black man at the time, building and doing whatever he could do to help help in that. So you say like, man, was it easy? Was it this? I mean, like, man, I missed a couple of invoices, and LH definitely was able to write them off as a marketing thing.
Okay.
Once again, to continue to help this black man,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and build this black man or whatever. So, like, yeah, that was an amazing time.
Yeah, I love it though, because
Yeah.
you built an urban initiative that was an urban initiative that was actually owned by a black man. It was
yeah.
black. It was actually black owned.
Yeah.
So it just makes more sense to support and
And you had
collab
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
And you had the first black owned, the first boutique period, right?
Right.
In Chicago, right?
In Chicago,
That alone
I mean,
is impressive.
That
other
alone,
brands.
and it's crazy. Like just in doing interviews as of late. I mean, well, not as of late, just like in the later years or whatever. Just really kind of sitting back and just kind of that soaking in because like when you in it,
Right, you
in it.
you
Like
can't-
person be like, man, you did this, you had that, whatever. I'm like, damn. Like,
Yeah,
You
I
did.
do
You
that.
actually did.
Look. First of all, glory be to God.
Uh-huh.
On all things.
Yeah.
Look, thank you, God.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm gonna say a lot of thank you, God, for all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, Pop, I had my first shoe. I had my own shoe. I'm not an athlete. I'm not a athlete or a rapper at the time or
Right.
entertainer at the time, and it was a Fly Air Max 90. You know what I'm saying? So
You did the collab
with Nike. So I've had two collabs with Nike. It was actually three. One disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like it was my first collab was an Air Max 90.
Okay.
So
Those
it
are
was,
super comfortable.
Yeah, super comfortable. White and red. Gray. The gray was actually supposed to be cement.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened, and I really was so kind of geeked about just having it. I didn't like fuck it. It's great.
Let's do it.
It's great. I'll take it. Look,
Yeah, it's
let
cool.
me get
Literally.
that. I get 100 pair. Let me get that. You know what I'm saying?
that.
Let me get that. Then the second one, buddy of mine, who's a major figure at Nike. His name is Charles Williams. Congratulations on your new position too. He is now like the head of Nike footwear.
Okay.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So Nike footwear, Jordan,
Yep, congrats.
whatever, the big guy. He's next to the guy. But like real success story. Brother from Inglewood. Worked with me at Tony Sports. Went from Tony Sports to Nike Town to being in Eakin, going to Portland, being in the Nike campus and everything, and just elevated. Like his portfolio has been crazy. Like Kobe's, LeBron, things that he's worked on or whatever. He was in Nike basketball. At one time, and so my second collab was Air Force 25. Air Force 25. Now I have my concrete, but we went crazy on it. Me and my brother Dante from the fashion firm helped me color it up, design it up, so it was real colorful with it. But an Air Force 25, so that was that. The third collab was an Air Force One High that disappeared. Right, so I only saw like the sample. The rendering would never the whatever
the final product.
Yeah, the final product of it. So hopefully, Charles, we can do that. Charlie Wilderman, we can do that as an anniversary edition or something.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, that whole piece was just doing the brand. Like the whole vision of the store was like I wanted to do an urban Gap.
Right.
How everything in the Gap is Gap. Everything in Fly is Fly.
Fly.
So we had denim, we had socks, you know what I'm saying, T-shirts, hoodies, scarves, sweaters,
everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That whole nine. So just learning that part of the game too of kind of cut and sew, manufacturing type things, or just being able to produce these things, and once again playing that whole game of wholesale versus retail.
Right. Right. And then a lot of, were you flying out to like at least to get like your materials and get were you like flying out, or everything was like?
Well. A lot of the things early on were just finding the dopest blanks. Okay. Right. Finding the dopest blanks, and then when finding the dopest blanks, and then just adding your tag here. Shout out to my OG Irene. It's funny. Joe Freshgoods just did an ad with her every day with the shoes. The little Asian lady. She's been around sewing for us. For not just myself, Fashion Geek Zoe, she worked with J Boogie, OG J Boogie, and then we were all on Canal and all that. But I'm just saying, from every brand, she's been around, or whatever. So she touched all that fly stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the fly stuff from tags to, just little things, just making it to make it my own, make it fly. She was that seamstress. She was the person that touched the Juki. That sewing machine,
She did that. On that type of work, do you like, maybe some viewers are wondering, like, would it be better for you to pay them by item, or do you put them on a payroll?
It depends. Like, she was on a payroll. With J Boogie because she worked for Custom Kings or whatever, right? While we were there, and if it was
you would just
like projects and stuff like that, after Custom Kings was gone and she was doing her own thing, it's definitely by item.
So that would be the best.
Yeah, not it'd be the best. I mean, just
whenever you
need
the
way that she was moving.
That's the way she was moving.
Right.
Yeah, I would give me $1 for each tag.
Right
here. $1 for each tag. Whatever it costs to do this seam or to sew on this patch. It might have been $5-6 a patch. This, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Irena's a hustler.
I was just wondering, because I just thought about that. Like, would it be better for you to put them on a payroll or just buy project?
No, I mean, like, if, to your point, 20/20 hindsight, be like, hey, I'm gonna give you $500 a week.
Right? Put them on payroll out the door.
Let's go. Just load them up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it is what it is. Like some days, I'm sure that $500 you would get what you supposed to get. But then maybe some days you ain't getting it. But you paying it. But I think
at the end of the month,
it's the price of doing business. Price of doing business. Price of doing business.
I get it. I do, man.
Yeah.
When did you start branching out and growing your portfolio for like brand consulting
And all that?
strategizing? Like they call you a cultural architect.
Cultural
Like when did that all
architect.
They
happen?
call you mayor of Hyde Park.
What are they? Yeah.
They got you, man.
Hey, Pop, the OG. No,
Literally.
that literally, like, I can say, like, I saw a lot. Okay, so even in the beginning of the store, I was a host of Sneaker Pimps. So Sneaker Pimps was this national tour, and I was the actual host for probably like 10 years, right, of it. So
Sneaker tour?
Yeah, Sneaker Tour, Sneaker Pimps. Shout out to Peter, Peter Fay, my man Shay, and a couple other guys. Sneaker Pimps was basically where Complex Con got the concept from.
Oh, okay.
A buy, sell, trade type thing.
Yeah.
Of a show,
Right.
sneaker culture, art, this, that, and the other. But Complex being a media thing,
Right.
we're able to do it in
a
boom,
bigger platform.
Yeah.
in a bigger scale. Like, I mean, I can literally say, Pop, at a time, I probably brought on everybody on stage, except Ye and Big Homie, except Ye and Jay. But anybody in between, you know what I'm
was in
saying?
there.
Clips early, Rick Ross early, ASAP Rocky,
Wow.
Jim Jones, and all them to the Waka Flockas and all that other to where I brought them on stage.
Yeah.
Introduced them or whatever. I say that to say that right there allowed me to see the production aspect of activation, right? So, okay, when you do that, like if you hung around the kitchen all day, you know what I'm saying? You would kind of pick up a thing on how to do this, and I
Right.
probably need to do this first to get this to whatever, to plate it, to get it to the customers. You know what I'm saying? So that's when a lot of my I was soaking up that knowledge,
Yeah.
right?
Your
Okay.
skill set was for sure growing.
Growing in that, being at the store, right? This is when K Swiss was. I'm not gonna say K Swiss was. This is when K Swiss was very relevant at the time, especially in Chicago. It was I've told the story 100 times. It was a sales group. It was this jazzy white lady, man. I love her to death, and her son were the independent sales team for K Swiss, right? Her last name is Finch, Jane Finch, Mama Finch. Mama Finch, what up? Mike, what up? She would come through the store, right? And she just took a liking to me. She took a liking to my wife, my babies, you know what I'm saying, and everything. And she asked me, did I know anyone who wanted to do or would like to do what they call pre-lining, right? Pre-lining is if they came in and basically had product early and would show it to the consumer or show it to different retailers,
Right.
get their take on it, maybe do some changes or whatever, and give it back to production, and then you would see that in line, or you see it on the walls, you know what I'm saying, next season or whatever and stuff like that. So when she brought that up, I was like,
Right.
hey, I'll do that. And in my mind, once again, I'm like, okay, I'm in here, I'm doing what I'm doing with the store, building this brand. Okay, I'm on tour. Shit. 10, 11 months, you know what I'm saying? The time, the weekends, whatever, stuff like this. Let me figure this corporate shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I said that, she went back and, you know, talked to the powers that be. At this time, K-Swiss was owned by the Nichols. Stephen Nichols and the son was David Nichols. Stephen Nichols, cool dude. David Nichols was kind of like into, you know, music, indie rock or whatever. He was a cool dude too, or whatever. So it was a brother who was the marketing guy. He came to Chicago to sit with me, and y'all, once again, I swear to God, this was like a movie. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting, you talking. Hey, so Matcha,
Right.
hey, we want to offer you this, Matcha. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So this is what we're thinking,
Right.
Matcha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, take that or whatever.
Check that out.
And he did that shit, and in my poker face, I'm like,
Right.
all right.
You know,
You know,
like,
whatever, you know what I'm saying? And my inner me was like, yes.
Let's
You know what I'm
do it.
saying? My enemy was like,
contain that in there.
my
You gotta
enemy was
contain
like,
that in there,
but no, I'm cool. I'll think about it.
you
know what I'm saying?
you
I'll
played
think
that
about
one.
it.
Okay.
I'll think
Okay.
about it. He left, and then I get a call from David Nichols.
Okay.
The son.
You're
And
right.
David Nichols like, yo, like, man, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We really trying to put this energy into Chicago and all this other stuff like this. And I think we worked it out. Probably went up a little bit on the dollars, and had an understanding of me being in LA these many times of the month or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and that whole piece, and it went from there. It went from there, and so this was my inside of corporate of a brand, you know what I'm saying, of a brand, watching marketing, watching sales, watching production, and these not production, but like developers of these things like this, and watching how these are different things, and actually watching how the product gets to the store, and that whole type of thing, the sampling and all that other stuff like that. So that's what got me into that lane of being able to do that. So I was a consultant. So they say like you really only do something if you got paid for it. Right. And so I was consulting for these people.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Consulting for these people, getting paid for it. Pretty nice.
Pretty petty.
You know what
Let's do it.
Pretty nice for it. And boom, this was about that. So this was about me. Being the guy on the street in the culture of Chicago, and being able to convey that to K-Swiss and help them put it out, convey it through product, being able to identify the movers and the shakers, things like that. Y'all all, you know who the Pope is, right?
Of course.
Pope. Got Pope a good check. Hey Pope, you remember me? I mean, no, that's my dog. We talk about that too. Yeah. They wanted to. They were branching off and trying to, or getting into doing apparel, right? And so one of the things were my brother. Shout out to Terry Hunter too. Congratulations to all his nominations, Grammy and BET Awards the other day, or whatever. Terry and his team was managing the Pope. And so this is how I was connected in that. And so I was just like, okay, boom. I have this kid who literally, when I walk in the mall or is with him, motherfuckers is going
everywhere.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, kind of how they do corporate right now.
Right.
Same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Then, so basically connecting him with K-Swiss. He was a poster child for them for a couple of campaigns. We did the Bud Billiken parade. I did him got him a convertible like Jaguar with the K-Swiss flag on the hood, and him sitting in it, and had security guards around it like he was the Pope. You know what I'm saying? So things dope. Like this. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. So once again,
it's marketing.
Getting into that whole vein, marketing, creating, whatever, and stuff like this, having a brand partner to be able to activate these things with or whatever, that was the beginning of that. And then
do it.
Ain't never stopped from there.
Let's do it. That's what's up. Right. So,
did you always feel like you were a pioneer? Like, did you always like tell yourself like I'm a pioneer in this shit, or were you not, or did you start taking it serious when people started addressing you as a pioneer in the urban retail scene?
No, once again, like we were saying kind of before, like when you are in it, you in it.
Right.
And so I'm not thinking about it like that.
Just moving with emotions.
If you know Dave or anybody that tell Dave, like I'm a humble cat.
Yeah.
You know,
I can tell like
in
that.
it or whatever. Like if you like, okay, Pop, let's talk shit, then I'm gonna talk shit with you. But if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? With it, and then give my perspective of, especially from coming from the beginning of the whole piece. I mean, I'm saying that to say like, not always knowing or saying I'm going to be a pioneer, like, no, just moving. You know what I'm saying? Just moving. Like, okay, you told me no, then okay, I'll go do it myself.
Yeah.
I'll go do it myself. Or because I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. You know,
I'm
gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So man, but right now we came up to our segment, the That's Dope segment.
Okay.
So our That's Dope segment, we always give our flowers to different people in Chicago doing great things. So today our That's Dope segment is actually Dave Jeff.
Yep, it's only right.
The flowers, because you are a true pioneer.
Thank you.
In Chicago and Hyde Park, the mayor of Hyde Park.
Yeah.
By putting you do a lot of good work. We've done our homework on you, and you do a lot of good work, a lot of community work, a lot of things, inspiring work. You know, a lot of things that people don't see behind the scenes that you do. And we just wanted to give you your flowers. So that's dope. That's
Thank you.
Segment.
Thank you.
We wanted to give you those flowers, man.
And like I said, man, glory be to God, man. Glory be to God through it all, because like, gee, like, I'm not supposed to be here in a lot of ways.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
In a lot of ways, and so I mean, I'm obviously supposed to be here because I'm
Right.
here.
Right, of course.
In that. But I'm just saying, you know what it is. So.
No, I know. And it's like, as the older you get, you start looking back at the things and you be like, man, only God got me through that. Only God got me through that. I don't know how I made that.
Had to be.
So I got you though,
Yeah, but thank you for the flowers. Thank you for that. Thank you,
problem,
thank you
man.
for
You deserve
the recognition and that. And I'm gonna continue to do right by that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Amen. And also, we done came to the time. So right now, we got to pay some bills, man. We'll be right back, we guys.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dave Jeff. Hey, make sure y'all check out flyworldwide.com. That's www.phliworldwide.com for all and everything fly. Also, man, Born with Soul, BWS. We far from average. You got to check that out. Make sure you hit BWS the brand, but BWS THEBRND for some new hotness. Shout out to my man Mello. That's us right there. Everything you want, fly, Born with Soul, far from average.
And we are back. We are here with a great pioneer, Dave Jeff, man. Appreciate you, man, for being here again, once again. But back to it. So, Fly is one of your brands, right? But we also have BWS, the brand that we actually had your partner here, Mello, my boy.
Shout out to
man,
Mello.
Shout out Mello. Shout out Mello.
Mario, it's my dog, man.
Man, Mello was here, right? And we spoke a little bit. He was telling me about these trips you guys took to Italy to get the brand, make sure the leather was good, man. What was that about, man?
Yeah, I mean, like, well, I just tell you, like, even connected with Mello. Mello was cutting my hair, right? I mean, me and Mello have always been dogs for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Just always fresh, recognizing fresh. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a Darien and us, polo gang banging, those type of things like that with who's fresher, that fresher, South Side, what I'm saying, North Side type thing, whatever. Mello did the boot first, right? He did it, and I think when he did it, how it was done just wasn't to like a full potential. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't branded correctly. The box was, you know what I'm saying? I think the box said something else, but it wasn't BWS. It wasn't that or whatever. And so I say that to say just to kind of just set a stage. Set a stage for. I was seated the boot. He gave me the boot just off the relationship or whatever, and I didn't wear it for a while. Not because I didn't want to wear it. I just wanted to when I wore it, I wanted to like wear it because I got it. Like I understood where he was coming from with the whole piece. It was the Juice World thing at United Center or whatever. Yeah, so I had a fit on. You know what I'm saying? I had a fit. I had the fit, the jeans. I had like this paper planes puffer jacket that really didn't exist. All the right J. Rolly was Rolly. You know what I'm saying? So I took these pictures, and the picture went viral. Type thing. The comments was going crazy. Whatever. Over.
I think I saw the picture too.
Over the jacket. Thank you. Over the jacket and everything. But everybody was talking about the boot. Yeah. And so even when I was in United Center at the time, I was like, yo, like what is that? What is that? What is that? Whatever. I'm just like, oh, it's my man. Shit. This, that, and the other. And so, let's say that was a Wednesday or something like this, and I got my hair cut on Friday. I went in there on Friday. I'm like, nigga, what
we gonna do?
What you want to do? Like, what are you doing with this? What are you doing?
Cool,
He's like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this manufacturer right. Do this or whatever like this. I'm like, well, you know what? This is what I do, brother. You know what I'm saying? I build brands. Yeah. Let's do this, whatever like this. Let's connect. And so that's exactly what we did. Formed like Voltron, took care of that paperwork, you know what I'm saying? On that 50-50, built that. It was solidified. And then it just so happened that I was going through already. I was talking to a brother named Chaz Jordan, right? Chaz Jordan had a high-end brand called a Nominant, right? Okay. A Nominant came out of the same house, I want to say, as Off-White. Right. Okay. Young brother from here, right? Okay. A brother from here. Crazy,
Chicago.
Yeah, from Chicago. Crazy thing is, I was in Paris one time in the showroom, buying for one of the boutiques that I put together here. Once again, on some consulting, whatever. So I was there buying for it, and we're in the showroom, and brother came out of the little thing. He's just like, "Hey man, you look like this dude named Dave Jeff." I said, ha.
That's who you are.
I am Dave Jeff. You know what I'm saying? So that's where me and Chaz connected at or whatever. But Chaz was doing his thing already at a high level on on like a
High
high level of it, and so he was always forthcoming, never gatekeeping on anything about like, man, like, yo, if you need something, just holler at me.
Right.
So when me and Mello connected, boom, that was the first thing we wanted to do was definitely start from the feet up, remaster what he had did in Mexico with the hater boot, but now the 92 High is what it's called with it. And then so when I talked to Chaz just directed me to Italy. You know what I'm saying? Right. Chaz and his team or whatever. And so yeah, it was a thing, Pop. Like manufacturing in a whole is a thing. Okay, so I'm just telling everybody that wants to get into manufacturing or whatever. You definitely have to do a Frank White. And what I mean by go there, you know what I'm saying? How Frank White went to the source and was to the jungle and told him like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that you definitely have to do that, right? The thing is you need to be prepared to stay. You need to be prepared to
as long as it
be in there. Yeah. So this Italy and the BWS boot was like the first thing that I did, and even all my doing of fashion and all this other stuff, to where we're hands-on in the factory, doing this with the factory and all the other stuff. Italy is known for its well-fitting, high-end type stuff, and then so this was like older Italian men, right? Kind of just telling us what we can't do. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you cannot do that. This we don't do that. You gotta, no. What did you say? You know the it was a lot of stuff lost in translation or whatever, right? And so we had to go over there just really to get clarity on a lot of things. Like Chaz and he had his team is from Italy, so we flew in to Bologna, Italy is like the middle, right? We did we did Bologna, and then we did a spot called Moderna. Moderna is where I might be saying it wrong, but no, is where the Ferrari Museum is, and like that was a great part. So. Yes, Moderna is just like more culture cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But the factory was kind of like up north type thing. Like in not far from an area like you could literally close your eyes and think you was on South Beach. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like Ocean Drive. You ever been to South Beach? Like been on Ocean Drive? Like would have opened my eyes. Wow, damn, South Beach.
South Beach.
But we're in Italy. It was a great experience. It was a great experience. It was a great experience culturally too. Culturally, in the sense to where how they don't really rock with you here,
right?
But rock with you more here in the Moderna because I think they're younger. It was a younger culture, so they're more into rap and other things, whatever. So interacting with us was different to where the factory was, like what I was saying, that kind of looks like South Beach or whatever. They do, but they don't. You could tell it was like a intensified type thing.
Yeah, like
you
know what I'm saying? You had to break the ice for a little while.
Right. And then like me and Mello don't just look like regular people from the States. You know what I'm saying? We tatted up, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got jewelry on, you know, whatever in that. And so it was definitely an experience. Definitely an experience, but we got done what we needed done. You know what I'm saying?
Done,
right. So and we had to go there, came home after doing it. Finalizing samples and everything, and then had to go back over there just because they was kind of playing it in a sense of where like they were supposed to do things and didn't do it, so we had to go over there
make sure do it.
Like okay, because that shit wasn't cheap, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This was a great investment in it, and so it's once again dealing with manufacturing and you going over there to the manufacturer, you want to be real specific on your business because you're just thinking they're ocean away. You know what I'm saying? They're not down the street. This is not like this hour in traffic. This hour in traffic we just did to get here. It's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you send this merch here, if you send these 600 pair of shoes here that aren't correct, fuck I'm gonna do with them? What we gonna do with them? You know what I'm saying?
And I'm stuck with him already,
stuck
too.
with him,
Yeah.
and I didn't paid you this
Already.
or whatever
That's
like this, and
crazy,
you
yeah.
got $60,000-$70,000 of my
'Cause
bread.
they want the money up front.
Right,
too.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, you got the deposit to start, but I'm just saying to release the product, all
You
that
gotta-
other
you
stuff.
gotta pay the
So
rest.
we had to go back over there. So
Yeah.
we went back over there to like, okay.
Go through
boom,
all the details,
All
yeah.
right, boom, this is right, this is good. Okay, boom. You know what I'm saying? We ready. We ready. And so that was Italy, man. That was Italy. That was definitely an experience. And I just say, like, to anybody manufacturing clothes, any gadgets or anything like that, and dealing with a manufacturer, get all the stuff you need done on Zoom. You know what I'm saying? And on these phone calls, right?
Right.
To as much as you can. Go over there now, right? Set a schedule. Go over there. Follow the schedule. But make sure, and I say do the stuff on Zoom and all that stuff just so you can be kind of ahead.
Already well
and
prepared
make sure
while you get
well
there.
prepared. And when
Right.
they get there, they should have everything that y'all spoke about. But just know it's not even a 5-day trip. This is like a 14 to 21 day trip that you should. And so this is what we learned, that if we probably would have stayed a week or two longer, then a lot of the stuff that we missed in shipping or this sample getting this correct or whatever like this, we were supposed to stay there until we got the actual boot exactly like
Right.
we wanted it there.
Then ship.
There.
Yeah.
Then all we would be doing is waiting on production. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's my jewel
Right
for
there.
anybody
Jewels.
going
Jewels.
for
Jewels right there.
manufacturing.
Good jewel.
There you
If
go.
you're going out the country for manufacturing or whatever, make sure you get all the stuff done that you can on phone and Zoom and everything. When you actually step foot in that factory, make sure they follow the schedule on that stuff, but get your sample done, corrected to where you can sign off on it and it's in your hand, and then come home and then all you're doing is waiting on production.
That's dope,
There you
man.
go.
That's
Yep,
dope.
yep,
That's,
yep.
that's
That's
dope right there.
I'm
That's
just,
dope right
I'm
there.
just saying, I just saved you a couple of G's.
Literally.
Jeez,
couple,
bro,
couple of G's
right there,
and a whole bunch of time and heartache and scratching your head and you know what I'm saying, like
what's up.
those type of things, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did the BW brand. So
Yep.
now, man, let's talk about a little bit of the community work that
Yes,
you do.
community building.
Because your presence is very heavy in Hyde Park.
Yeah. Oh,
You-
yeah.
you
It seems like you're
repping it,
hands-on, like
very
very
hands-on.
hands-on.
Yeah.
So, and you were part of a festival too that was there.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is all the what do you got going on over there as far as like all the community outreach that you got over there?
Well, I mean, what I've stood on with the brands that I've dealt with, I'll just say, like, I'll just talk Puma. Since I've been with them the last 5 years or whatever like this.
Because you were, just for the viewers, you were
a cultural partner.
Cultural partner
A
for
cultural
Puma,
partner,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I like
for
that.
Puma. Standing on like and not I'm not gonna say standing. I won't put it like that, but like making them aware of the community needs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like because the community we buy we keeping the product in and whatever and stuff like this. It should be easy for us to do shoe giveaways, book bags, free haircuts, stuff like that or whatever
Right.
like that. So that's what I was into. That's really like what I love doing, like, to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of that. And so that's
Giving back to the community that supports
yeah,
you.
so giving back to the community that supports me in that part. So that's just wasn't just to Hyde Park. That was just Chicago.
All over, right,
That was
Chicago, yeah.
that was Chicago. Hyde Park, as far as like the fest and everything. So I was one of the founding members or founding parties of the Hyde Park Brew Fest, which later turned into the Hyde Park Summer Fest, which is now defunct now, unfortunately, or whatever. So we back to fly block parties, which
Fly block parties.
which is
Fly
coming
block parties.
coming in
When that's coming? Because I got to pull up.
We there.
into the summer. Like I'm literally back and forth now about where that real estate is going to be to do it. But it will be we'll be ending the summer with that. So fly block
it.
parties.
I'll be there.
With that, one mic, one stage. It's going to be a bunch of DJs, whatever. It's actually a concept we have. It's called the frequel, right? So free before 2026, right?
Right.
And so you know how you see a flyer and it's like, yo, free before 10, free drinks,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
so
yeah.
like this. Same concept, because in 2026,
We'll start
it's going to be
charging
huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 2026 is going to be more fest-like
Yeah.
than just block party-like
Block party.
or whatever. So that's what I wanted to get off my creative psyche, my energy, and people everybody asking about the fest. And clearly, and once again, testimony, I'm just saying, through all of that, and all the brands that I've dealt with in prayer one time, I just got very clearly like focus on what I've put in your hand. Focus on what you can control.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
What you can control. And so I've just been really following that, standing on that, and then just watching the doors open and those things, and divine appointments, like just everything just falling in place in alignment.
Sometimes we got it in our garden already. We just got to water it.
Just got to water it.
We got to water it. We got it in our garden.
Or it's just like me just being the guy that I've been for the city, through the city, for myself, for the brands and everything like that. I won't say you get lost in it, but you just not focused on
what you already
on what
you
started,
have already here in the garden.
What you know what I'm saying? What kicked it off or whatever. And I've just been blessed to, like especially with the fly, with the apparel and things like that. To if I go a season and then drop, when I come back with something like this, it sells out because y'all missed the season. You know what I'm saying? The season was anticipated. And that thing too. Like even when I just dropped the Chicago piece or whatever, like literally, like I'm in Target. I'm on 53rd. I'm here. I'm there. I'm like, yo, this, that, and the other. I got 2 people buying 2 and 3 at a time or whatever, asking for the other items that are usually,
sold out.
You know what I'm saying? Things. So once again, I'll just say, man, just blessed in that point.
Yes.
But Hyde Park is this is just the base. Hyde Park is just my DNA in that. But Fly Block Party. The frequel, free before 2026.
Okay, I'm pulling up. It's free. I'm pulling up.
2026. All right? The details coming.
Okay, cool.
Is that something you curated solely by yourself? Or?
Well, Fly Block Party. The other one, the original ones or whatever. Like now, I have a team. Shout out to Lakeshore. Hyde, my wife and my daughter are our team. You know what I'm saying? Like I have some close people that are able to pour into me. You know what I'm saying? And things like that, and just kind of just allow me to be creative and things like that. So that's just where that's going.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But curating, I mean, because sound and the vision,
the vision,
the vision,
you're the one creating the vision board.
Yeah. I know how I want it.
To help you execute.
Yeah.
And how important is the team, the family, the backbone behind all of this? Because I'm in that space too. I'm like, man, how important is that?
Look, dude. Let me just tell you, like. I've been married 20-some years, right?
Let's do it.
I've been married 20-something years, and I just say, like, coming from the street, being in the street, but still now hustling a different hustle of it, my own apparel and things like that. Building a brand, so being back in the street, being in the clubs, being gone, being this, that, and the other. My marriage in the beginning wasn't like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Super, like just like exactly how it's been in the last 18 years or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. Right. But I had to make a choice, Pop. I literally had to make a choice. And so I don't ever think like, like me not going so hard for the brand in the city and doing all that other stuff. Like if I had to go like this, like, the brand, my family, the brand, my family. I mean, the brand gonna lose every time. You know what I'm saying? But the brand really didn't lose. It just in those times that it wasn't that focused on just fly shit or being out there, club, moving around, or feeling like I need to be here because this is what it is. Other doors open. You know what I'm saying? Other opportunities open for me hosting this or working with this company or wearing like this. So I didn't have to necessarily do that like financially wise. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And then the brand is built enough. Like I say, if I drop something, it sells. So I'm not saying like you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no, it's already on co-pilot.
Right. Like Fly doesn't afford Fly isn't what makes my lifestyle. Fly is one of my babies.
Right.
You understand what I'm
saying?
Yeah. In that or whatever. And do I think like, okay, if I would have focused more on this, could it be this, that, yeah? I truly just think I'm where I'm supposed to be, how it's supposed to be.
Right.
And as I look back on it or whatever, the trade-off of really just being a better dad, a better husband, better community person, more into the my word or this person in that way, the brand gonna do what it does. And because I've done right by these things, the brand still does what it does.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It probably, but this is just my opinion, probably brought more opportunities that helped tailor you and your family to, you know, like be involved in like, like it kind of changed the trajectory of it in a good way.
In a great way. In a great way. And then I got really open on dealing with corporate. You feel what I'm saying? Corporate stuff is cool, but like the corporate culture is different too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's you be like
it's cut and dry.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like you what's the term? In theory.
In theory, yeah.
But then apply it.
Yeah.
So it'd be a lot of in theory, but it'd be missing on the application. Like, how you gonna do that?
Right.
What do you
mean?
It's the focus sometimes to me that I don't necessarily agree with. I get it because it's big business, but I don't necessarily agree with it. And an example to that is like how a lot of these brands, majority of these brands, want to rock with people, let's say they have 1 million followers. And they feel because you have 1 million followers,
right,
you're the end all to tell all.
Yeah.
When that's not the truth at all.
Man.
And then sometimes it'd be like 1 million followers and you're cornball.
Cornball, or really can't touch what you need to touch.
Right.
When I literally know people that are 5,000 followers strong and can move a community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like true story all the time is my buddy Bird from out west, right? Little Bird, everybody knows Bird, whatever, right? Bird don't have 1 million followers, but he can almost do this like Malcolm X or with the West Side, and it moves. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's it. So you can't tell me he's not relevant,
Right.
But you would rather him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it misses me sometimes with that. But I've said this in meetings a couple of times. Whatever. Like my whole philosophy is, you know, coming from like, you know, a block mentality type of thing, whatever. It's more $20 people than it is $100 people, and those $20 people are indicative to the people. Right. The $100 people are the cool people, and if you have the $100, you have more opportunity to be the cool. You know what I'm saying? You can switch from brand to brand to brand to brand because you can maybe afford it in a sense or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or that's just your thought process.
Yeah.
The $20 people, they the people. The people are the people. The people are going to keep you alive. The people are going to keep your brand moving. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Definitely
nickel
true.
bags is going to keep you.
That's the whole thing.
You know what I'm saying? Them $20 bags going to keep you because everybody ain't buying weight.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
It's simple as that. Excuse my terminology on that. Whatever.
Man,
but
the dope talk is always real.
It's real.
It's real.
You know,
it's
in
real.
that. But I'm just saying, like, and I think like. No, so I said, and I'm humble enough, and I'm understanding enough to know, like, maybe I don't know it. Maybe that's not that because you still build a $1 billion company. But I think you should probably think about that, though.
Right.
You should probably think about that, or when you all are sitting at the table and doing these annual budgets and things like this. Yeah, okay, budget for the million follower guy or girl, but also.
Budget for these $20.
But budget for the $20, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna touch on a certain level or whatever. Like I get you. You have to do both. I guess. You know what I'm saying? In it, but you know.
But like you say, you have to do both because
you have to do both.
They're only trying to focus on the.
You have
know what I'm
to
saying?
do
And it's
both.
like when you focus on one,
I get it. Numbers, metrics, this, that, and the other, whatever. But it's a lot of things that 1 + 1 + 1 = 2. But there's a lot of ways to get to 2 though.
Right.
The ones are different things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Look, message.
Man,
You just dropping these jewels at you. We dropping these jewels.
We can go all night.
Well, so what else for the future do you got? Like what plans?
Upcoming
you got
projects.
Upcoming projects you got going on?
Yeah.
Collaborations.
Or collaborations.
So-
We already know the block party coming.
Block party coming. I'm also a partner in Legend Conversation. So LC, like shout out to my brother Alex Fructer DJ, his AKA DJ RTC or whatever. He owns Closed Sessions. Closed Sessions is like an independent label. They have some great acts. Rico Shy, Twilight Tone has a thing on his. A lot of dope projects. He at the beginning of like the South by Southwest era did a dope thing and filmed legends a couple of legends. I want to say it started with Bun B early on or whatever, and like off campus type thing, like in a house, filmed, had a conversation, and where they recorded or something like this, and it was a song released through closed sessions based off of this legend conversation.
Right.
So that's where the series first started. The series took a long hiatus or whatever for a minute, and then Alex reached out to me. Reached out to me because of, once again, the influence and everything, and then we put it back together, and then have had just like the craziest run. The Jazzy Jeff, rest in peace, my brother Clark Kent, The Alchemist, Bun B.
And where you can catch this at?
Well, we've had it lived at Dorian's for a minute, at Dorian's record room.
Okay.
Where we did it. So it was a private dinner. It was a private, real intimate type thing. Dinner, open bar type situations. We had a chef, Michelin chef Brian Fisher. So would do a meal based on who the guest was, and then after we had the actual conversation to where it's Alex, the guest, and myself, because Alex is more of a journalist. He comes from a journalist type of view or whatever. I'm gonna come from a cultural, you know what I'm saying, type thing, and then do it, and then it usually turns into a party. And then so we were at Dorian's. We did a couple of joints at Ramova. We did Pete Rock and A-Track at Ramova, whatever. And so on Juneteenth we're doing Tony Touch. Tony Touch. Yeah. So check that out. So go to legendconversation.com, legendsconversation.com, and then you'll see that or whatever. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be good food. Cafe Tola is sponsoring the food.
The food?
The empanadas on that. New Era is one of the sponsors too on the cannabis side. We have Tito's and some Honduras tequila and everything. We got Ty Hill, my man Ty Hill. Ty Hill, great producer and DJ. Is he gives you the vibes during the
intermissions and stuff.
The open bar and the dinner type thing or whatever. And then after the talk, it's gonna just turn into a party.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Tony Touch is doing a set. And then that's that.
These are invitation only, right?
Then we go home. Yeah, invitation only. But if you go to the legendconversation.com, you could definitely
you can see the
you can get in there. And be on the list too. Or whatever.
You can put yourself on the list.
Yeah, as it fills up, but it goes out
Right.
quick. We have like some VIP stuff too that you can sign up for that. So that's Tony Touch, and then we have some. In the chamber with that.
In the chamber, y'all holding on, huh?
Yeah. So building that, and then soon come is I have a show coming too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what you're gonna
a podcast. I don't want to call it. I don't want to call it a podcast.
Okay.
A show or whatever.
What it's dropping on YouTube or?
Yeah, it'll be YouTube and
Okay,
everything.
cool.
Yeah. This is gonna be dope too. Just talking about business
that's what's up,
from all levels. Like I say, how we speak on the understanding of wholesale versus retail.
Yeah.
Like it's wholesale versus retail and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fashion, music, this podcast type stuff.
Yeah.
Liquor stores, plays,
Anything.
movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like the understanding of it is definitely understanding to
Yeah.
like. If you think of wholesale might be like the base of it and where it's built and how it's built or whatever. The retail is basically how it's packaged and how it's brought to the consumer or whatever. And so you do that in every genre of everything. So I have some dope guests to really kind of break that down to what their understanding of wholesale versus retail is.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's what's up. Well, we definitely would love to have you once that show drops. You got to come out here, man.
Definitely.
Have you again. Maybe this time you and Mello come.
Yeah. Mello.
You and Mello come, man. We appreciate it.
Like me and Mello. Me and Mello are definitely me and Mello. That's my brother. I love my brother. When my brother overthinks, I be like, Mello, focus.
Slow it down.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then he definitely hits me like, man, go ahead, architect some shit. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it, man.
And move that way. Also, like doing some work with my brother too, Zoe, Fashion Geek Zoe, Marco Dane with Ghetto Runways. Ghetto Runways, y'all. If y'all haven't seen Ghetto Runways podcast, like definitely hit that up and get some understanding about fashion on a global sense or whatever. Like his guest, Zoe's guest, has been crazy, from the Don C's to the Dapper Dans to Pusha to Bloody Osiris, everything. So like, check that out too. So doing, I'm the glue, Pop, with a lot of things, whatever like that. Of course. Especially if I can say you my brother and we're building and you're building, whatever I need to do, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Do it. That's what's up,
like
man.
Definitely.
We need more people like that, like you know what I'm saying, as far as yourself. Like, you know, not especially Chicago, just to keep each other glued. Because a lot of people just like to go at each other.
Yeah, and what it is, and just clear as day. Like, you gotta be secure in you.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
A lot of people ain't secure in them.
Yep.
That's true.
So it's like, nah, I can't help him. Why I can't do that? I'm Dave Jeff. Post fly, pre fly, this born. I've been Dave Jeff since second grade.
Right. Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? like literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you just got to be confident and secure in that, and then you can move how you want to move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Man, well, this conversation has been
was
so
great.
dope.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We got a couple questions. We got the last two questions,
Oh,
though,
he's-
girl.
he-
Question. Okay, come
We
on.
got the two
Come
last
on.
questions
Come on.
before we close.
This is
Come on.
David's favorite question.
I got
do.
time.
I like-
At this point, this is your
You
favorite
started
closing
this.
question. No, yeah, I did.
Okay.
So, like, I always ask for a closing question is, what's the biggest misconception about you?
About me?
Yeah, like,
That people have.
That people have.
That I'm hard to get at. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like people. It's funny because people DM me or whatever, like, hey, this is this. I want to do this, that, and the other, and then be surprised when I hit you back. Right?
And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, because it's crazy, because this kind of happened like that too.
What?
Because it was just like, I was like, damn, you know, he might be
you
busy.
might not,
I was like,
right?
man,
Nah.
I hit Mello was like, well, Patty, let me talk to him. I was like, all right.
No, Pop, but see, and that's the thing. Like, I'm sure I miss opportunities too.
Right.
Because people be like, oh no, I can't ask Dave. He's straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, Pop, I'm here just like you here.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
We moving. Forward motion is where we all want to be and go. And I'm just saying, I know people who are face forward in the industry who still trying to get where they trying to go.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would just say don't do that. So that would be a big misconception or whatever in that. Like, nah, hit me, holler at me, approach me. What's up? Don't come with no bullshit, because you know what I'm saying?
As long as it's a good, something good, man, you make it happen.
I am
That's what's
6
up.
feet, 290
Right, don't
pounds.
play
I will
around.
knock your ass out. But I'm just saying, and can still carry it and all that other stuff. Anyway, but I'm just saying, I'm just come
correct.
correct. Let's talk. Let's build. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can connect. I mean, I'm open to it all. If it makes sense, if the energy right, if I'm led to do it, if I'm told to, like, no, that's good, go.
Yeah.
We gone.
That's what's up, man. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
right.
And then the last question is who would you like to see on this show?
Yes.
Who would I like to see on the show?
On the podcast.
Who would I like to see on this show? Man, like 50 different things. You know what? I would like for y'all to get Corey Gilkey on here.
Corey
Okay.
Gilkey.
Gilkey, the owner of Leaders,
Okay.
and all the other stuff that he does. Corey's an OG, triple OG. I love that man. I call him Grumpy Old Man because like he has a lot to say and a great perspective on a lot of different things. And I think like the talks that me and him have, brother to brother.
Yeah.
I think like the things that he says sometimes need to be
said.
be said and be heard in a way
Yep.
that only he can say it.
Yep.
Right.
You
Exactly.
understand?
No,
what I'm saying?
I
'Cause
definitely
I
get
be
it.
like, look, I wouldn't have said it like that, but I feel you.
No,
I
exactly.
feel you.
And you got some
I
people
get
like
it.
that that'll put you in your place, and you be like,
Put
you
your
absolutely
place.
right.
Nah, and
You
I mean,
absolutely right.
and I think like once again, like him being on here, whatever, and ask the right questions, he gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an OG, he's a staple in Chicago. To where like when Fly was the first boutique, you know what I'm saying, on Harper, Leaders was around the corner, but it wasn't Leaders like it is Leaders now. It was kind of like more of cultural type of things. It was like Bob Marley t-shirts, you know what I'm saying, graffiti type stuff in there, you know, things like that. That was more of the vibe of it, like a little small bodega, not bodega, but you know what I'm saying, like a
boutique,
small boutique thing before it was like leaders streetwear.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I'm saying he's been around then, but even before then, with you know his story with Crew and all this other stuff like this, his ups, his downs, and all that other stuff. I think he needs to be. I would love to see him on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it.
For sure.
I put it out there.
Corey.
Accept the challenge. Accept the challenge. Accept the challenge, Pop. Like, get on here just so people can hear you be grumpy old man.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Thank
Cool,
you so
man.
much, though.
Thank you so much for being here for real.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate
Dropping
y'all.
gems.
Dropping
knowledge.
gems on the viewers, on us.
Yes, for our
Because
audience.
obviously it's like, man, we obviously we be taking it too. We be soaking in it.
Yeah, most
But no,
definitely.
congratulations though.
I appreciate it, man.
On the food and all that and everything. Like, man, like come on, like
we trying to make it happen, man.
Let's make it go.
We trying to make it happen, man.
Keep
We trying to make it happen by the grace of God, man.
And little mama keep on going.
Yeah, let's
You know
do
what I'm saying?
it. Let's do it. All right, man. Well, you already know we here. This was our episode, man. You know, this is Dope Talk.
If you where the talk is always real, but if you haven't subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for?
For real.
We're gonna have
you
more
waiting for?
guests like Dave Jeff on here.
Hey, Jeff.
If you
Dropping real
haven't
knowledge.
followed Dave
Yeah.
Jeff
Oh.
at Dave Jeff, DAVEJEFF at Dave Jeff. That's it. That's it. Okay.
Follow.
Yep.
Let's do it.
And make sure you follow Dope Talk Podcast on Instagram.
On Instagram, on
Dope Talk
TikTok.
Podcast at
She said
gmail.com.
follow y'all on Gmail.
Oh, G, man.
Hey, follow at BWS the brand too. BWS the brand.
Shout out Mello, big guy.
BWS the brand. BRND.
The brand. They got some
Yes.
they got some new shit that just dropped too.
Yep.
All right.
Some hats, some all that. Just
Let's do it.
get with us.
Let's do it. Well, Dope Talk, where the talk is always real.
Yep.
Gonna
stay
holla at you.
tuned.
Peace.